Welcome back, pro wrestling fans. Welcome back, IWC, to Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel. Coming to you live to tape, 25 feet below the surface of the earth. Wait for it. I'm live, but I am taping this at the same time. The heck with it. You guys get the picture. And if you're a regular here and a subscriber, you know we go through this every time. I'll say that to say this, because I tell it like it is. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here today. I don't have a lot of news and notes and history today. I wanted to get on here early to bring it to you, the fans. I am a little under the weather, so please pardon the coughs, the sneezes, the sniffles. But again, this is my stress relief, my levity, my much needed distraction in this insane world that we live in 2023. And hopefully I can bring some of that to you. Big shout out to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because without him, all things wouldn't be possible. Because he's coming back soon. Be prepared, stay in faith, situational awareness. And speaking of that, it's been brought to my attention by some people that aren't regular subscribers and that come to this channel. They have a problem with my faith issues, which I really don't push to anybody on here. It's my channel. I'll say what I want when it comes to faith and my beliefs as a Christian. And if you don't like it, change the fucking channel. I've been called a Bible thumper. I've been called someone who just recently came into religion, which is wrong. And I don't like to speak about religion and politics on my channel. This is a much needed stress reliever. But when it's brought to my attention about certain phonies and hypocrites out there that want to bring this to my attention, as I said, you could change the fucking channel. And I apologize for the cussing. But if you don't like it, then again, go somewhere else. I'm going to sit here and tell you the truth. I'm going to put out what I believe in, and that's just the way it goes. I know this is a pro wrestling channel. I know I'm here strictly for entertainment, and that's what I believe. But again, if you can't recognize faith, and if you can't recognize what this world is really all about, especially in 2023, I have no use for you. Then don't come to this channel. You don't have to be here. Okay? And that's what I'll say about that, and I'll leave it alone. Again, this is not a religious or political channel, but I am going to put out my beliefs briefly. As I said, I don't have a lot today. Not only am I under the weather, and I already said that, there wasn't a lot of news and notes out there for today, early this morning, for me to gather. So let me just say, check your hearts and souls. Get the negativity out. Because if you're going to bring that bullshit here, I'll block you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. There is freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want. But if you bring the negativity here, I won't have you on my channel. I said I wasn't going to talk about it, and here it is almost 4 minutes in, and I'm still going on about it. So, as I've said many times before, one man, unique, unedited, unscripted, raw dog for you, the fans. No paywalls, no Patreon, no Super Chats, Venmo, PayPal. I bring this out of love, out of passion for the business that I love. So let's get on to, see, did I put my PSA out there? And no offense to anybody, okay? No offense. I'm just telling it like I see it. So I hope you're listening. And I know that you know, and that I know that you're watching. So keep it positive here on this channel. I want to talk about first what I just viewed within the last couple of days. Let me wrap myself back up in chains here, because that's kind of how we're feeling here, and this is my history. Have any of you seen the WWE documentary on the super fan Vladimir? It was about 45 minutes. They held off on it for a handful of years. I'm not sure why. And if you don't know who Vladimir is, go back to any show in the 80s and 90s, even into the 2000s, and you'll see the tall, man with glasses on, jacked to the gills. What a great, heartwarming, heart-touching documentary on Vladimir about what a true fan is really all about when it comes to this world of pro wrestling before it's come into the current product of what it is today. And no disrespect to any of the stars and talent and athletes of today, because they are tremendous. Now, I'm sucking on the halls for the throat. So if you guys get a chance, go out there, leave a comment, get back to me, email me, inbox me on what you think about the documentary, because it truly was. If you're a fan, and we're all fans, we're all historians, we're all smarks, we're all marks. That's right, I said it, marks. That's what we are. So appreciate it for what it is. And Vladimir was a true fan who loves this business. And I could relate and connect to that as being a fan of over 50 years, coming up on 55 years. So this date in pro wrestling history, as I said, I don't have a lot today. A lot of my sources didn't come through. November 1st, 1989. Rick and Scott Steiner defeat the Fabulous Freebirds to win the NWA World Tag Team titles. I'm going to bounce all over here today because I have different news and notes. November 1st, 1997. You'll all remember this. Bret Hart officially signs with WCW, even though he's still the WWF champion. Now, it wasn't supposed to be leaked out, but it was, which led us eventually to the unbelievable Montreal screw job between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels up in Canada by Vince McMahon. You've heard all the stories from Jim Cornette, Vince Russo, Bruce Pritchard. I don't even know if, maybe he wasn't there at the time. Oh, he was there at the time. Leading into November 9th, 1997, and the Montreal screw job. One of the biggest events in pro wrestling history in the last 3 decades, perhaps ever. So let that sink in, let that marinate. Go out and do your research on that. But that's today, November 1st, 1997, on this date in pro wrestling history. Back into the time machine here, November 1st, 1990. Jushin Thunder Liger defeats the Pegasus Kid. Does anyone know who that was? Anyone? Bueller? Chris Benoit under the mask as Jushin Thunder Liger wins his 3rd IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. November 1st, 1998. ECW November to Remember from the Lakefront Arena in New Orleans, Louisiana. Balls Mahoney and Masato Tanaka defeat the Dudleys to win the ECW World Tag Team titles. On that same card, RVD, Rob Van Dam, the whole fucking show, teams up with the homicidal, suicidal, genocidal Sabu and Taz to beat the triple threat consisting of Chris Candido, Bam Bam Bigelow, and Shane Douglas. Let's stay in November 1st, 1998. The WWE taped the debut of Super Astros, their lucha libre-focused show made for the Hispanic market. No me jodas, marico, muévete, culo, pendejo. What? De nada. To work, man. Kayfabe, no offense. The main event on that show saw El Hijo del Santo defeat Super Loco. You know what Bully Ray said to me back in 06, 07. Do I have to go through this again? I'll say it anyway. Give the Guardian of Chaos 5 spots and he'll fuck up 4 of them. I consider that to be a compliment. Coming from the co-host of Busted Open Radio, the host of Busted Open After Dark, 2-time Hall of Famer, perhaps one of the greatest tag teams of all time. I'll take that as a compliment. Into the Time Machine, November 1st, 2003. Jay and Mark Briscoe, dem boys, defeat Special K Izzy and Dixie for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. Back into the time machine, November 1st, 2004, Monday Night Raw taping, La Resistance. Rob Conway and Sylvain Grenier defeat Edge and Chris Benoit to win the WWF World Tag Team titles. November 1st, 2005. 2005, if you will. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. WWE presents its second, and I believe its final Taboo Tuesday in San Diego, California. On that card, Ric Flair defends his Intercontinental title and defeats Triple H in a steel cage match. On that same card, John Cena wins a triple threat match for the WWE Championship over Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels. Also on that card, November 1st, 2005, Big Show and Kane defeat Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch for the WWE World Tag Team titles. Back into the time machine. November 1st, 2012. On a sad note. Pardon me. Hold on. Brad Armstrong of the legendary Armstrong family was found dead in his home in Georgia at the age of 51. This date in pro wrestling history, November 1st. November 1st, 2013. WWE releases Psychosis, the luchador, who was arrested for stealing a car in Baja, California, among several other personal problems that Psychosis was going through at the time. Stand by, fans. Stand by. I do have notes. I tried to do my due diligence, but I wanted to get this up and out to you guys early this morning. November 1st, 2014. The WWE announces effective immediately that all violations of its wellness policy will be made public. How about that? Talk about freedom of information. November 1st, 2016. TNA Impact Wrestling, which is coming back right now. Who knew? They taped Total Non-Stop Deletion, if you remember correctly, an event held at the Hardy compound in Cameron, North Carolina. Delete, delete, delete. No? Maybe? November 1st, 2019, here in the Time Machine on Chaos Corner. In the lead up to NXT taking part in the Survivor Series, NXT invaded SmackDown on this date in history, November 1st, 2019. November 1st, 2023. Today, and seeing that Dynamite is tonight, and boy, there are a lot of issues going on with AEW Dynamite, right? People talk about ratings and stars. Just enjoy it as a fan. Will you guys, please? Can we stay positive on this channel, like I said in the opening, and just enjoy pro wrestling? And if you don't like it, go back into the archives and watch wrestling from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and 90s, which was a much better product than these last 2 decades. November 1st, 2023. Today, MJF makes history. That's right, Maxwell Jacob Freedom, the Triple B, if you will, as AEW's longest reigning champion in AEW history, which has only been around for 4 years, coming up on almost 5 years. Nonetheless, still a record for AEW and what they've accomplished in almost 5 years. Today's birthdays: November 1st, 1944, the late, great Bobby the Brain Heenan. November 1st, 1945, Bugsy McGraw, I believe he's 78. November 1st, today, badass Scissor Me Daddy Ass, which is really getting old. Billy Gunn turns 60. He's in tremendous shape, though, as I did this past weekend. The Extravaganza Bonanza. And also today, November 1st, happy birthday to LA Knight, aka Eli Drake. Should I sing happy birthday to Badass and LA Knight? I don't think so. I'm trying to feel a little bit better. Passings on this date in history: November 1st, 1985, at only 30 years old, who lived right here in the shadows of Titan Towers in the greater New England Northeast tri-state area, from a heart attack at 30 years old. Quick Draw Rick McGraw. Rest in peace, Quick Draw. Also, November 1st, 2007, the late, great Jack Dempsey passes away. Now, fans, IWC, geeks, nerds, goons, no offense, man. And again, spread the word, like and subscribe. We're coming up on that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I will be going live. As I said, follow me here on Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel. On X, at Big Daddy G.O.C, and the G.O.C stands for the Guardian of Chaos. On Instagram, it's the Guardian of Chaos. On Facebook, there's 2 accounts: Prodigio Fidelis El Guardian and J Brony. Just like it sounds. Gitter, Gab, Truth Social, and soon to take over Rumble if I could figure it out. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Stay sober, stay in faith. Go to my community page and leave a comment. But again, I'm going to close off with this, and we're going to keep this short, under 20 minutes. If you come to me with bullshit and negativity, and you're going to bash my faith or being a Christian or what I believe in, then you can get the fuck off my channel. I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to have the negativity. We're already living in a world full of hate and crazy times here in 2023. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's coming, but I know what's coming. Jesus Christ is coming back soon, and don't be caught dead without him. I'll say that to say this, because I tell it like it is. Don't you dare miss it.